Hi friends, welcome back. I feel that I didn't have a proper introduction into my purpose or my why for wanting to integrate into Booktube. So I was like, I should do a Booktube newbie tag. So basically what that is it's just like a set of 10 questions that I found online, and I'm going to read the question and just answer it, and hopefully that brings light to my channel, what I want to do, why I'm here, kind of thing. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first question says, why did you start this channel? So really general response is just that I love books. I like discussing books. I have people that I'm close to that like to read that much, I guess, you know. So I basically just want to have a moment where I can discuss books, and hopefully I have a dialogue with people in the comments, you know. So I just want to basically talk about books. It's just that simple. And when you don't have anyone to talk books to, you kind of just open your camera and start talking about it. So yeah, it says, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? So I mean, to be honest, I feel like everyone brings something unique, because just by you bringing your perspective is unique, in my opinion, right? Like if you and I read the same book, what you get out of the book may be different from what I get out of it. Some things may be highlighted for me that are different for you. So honestly, I feel like just me. No, my perspective, my thoughts about books, I feel like that is basically fun, because you're hearing someone else's POV, and that's always fun to hear. So yeah. What are you most excited for about this new channel? So I'm excited to just get a collection of books. I'm hoping in this process that, okay, so transparency, I don't own a bookshelf. I have like a mini one that I'll show you guys. It's kind of embarrassing. So this is my sad little bookshelf that I'm hoping to develop. You can see I have kind of a variety here that I've read. So like memoirs, fantasy, romance, memoir, and yeah. So hopefully it just keeps on growing and growing and growing. But it's developing, you know. So I hope in this process that I can actually curate a whole bookshelf of books that represent me as a reader and what I like. So I'm really excited about that. Number 4, why do you love reading? So I love reading because I feel that you could just basically, that's my way of kind of escaping my life. So, and I don't mean that in a negative way, I just mean like, you know, if I want to relax, I grab a book and I'm in someone else's world. I'm experiencing what someone else is experiencing. I get to read about some really cool characters that I would have never thought to develop in my own mind, you know. So I just love the fact that when you read, you can enter so many different worlds. And especially if the book is in a different setting, like from a country that I've never been to, or even another state that I've never been to, I think that's really intriguing, and I really love that about books. So number 5 says, what book or series got you into reading? All right, this is an unpopular opinion because I know my girl Colleen Hoover is so controversial on here, but let me tell you, I picked back up on this reading journey in, I believe it was 2021. that she started gaining a lot of like traction on social media. But her book, It Ends With Us, was all over social media. So I'm like, what is the hype? Like, what are these people raving about? Like, what is so... And then they were raving about it, but then some people were like raving about it negatively, and then some people were raving about it positively. So I'm like, I have to know what this what this is about. So yeah, Colleen Hoover, you know, some of you may be like, ugh, some of you guys may be like, relatable, you know, but her books are so easy to digest. They're easy to get. There's always something going on, and some people I know mention it being traumatic things, but the point is that sis always has something going on in her book. Like, her characters are always imperfect people. Well, I only read like 5 of her books, so from those that I've read, they're imperfect, you know, they have issues, and I feel like that's interesting to read, because I'm like, what's next? Okay, how did they get over this, you know, conflict, whatever. So yeah. It's yeah, Colleen Hoover. So shout out to her. I feel like in her dropping that book, in my opinion, I guess, she got a lot of people back into reading from some booktubers that I've listened to. So honestly, whatever gets people to pick up a book and read, like. So yeah, she definitely did it for me. Number 6, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I would be like, wanna start a book club? Wanna meet up and talk about books? Yeah, that's seriously what I would ask them. I would just join into a whole bunch of book talk, and I guess I would ask them, like, tip wise, how do you stay so consistent in creating your content, or what method do you use to get through all the books that you want to read for the month? Those are questions I guess I would have for them. Number 7 says, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? So just staying consistent, because my day-to-day life is super busy. Like, I am a teacher, a mom, a wife. So there's some months that I only get through 1 book, and honestly sometimes I get through 0 books, which really sucks. But yeah, I guess the challenge that I would have is staying consistent in producing videos, and also consistently being able to get through the reading goals that I have. 8, when did you start reading? So again, I kind of mentioned this. I started reading, well, I've always read books, but after like high school, I would say, I basically stopped reading unless it was something that I had to read for, you know, college or class. But when did I pick it back up as a recreational fun activity? I would say in, again, 2021, when I read that Colleen Hoover book. And ever since then, I've just been really interested in picking up books and getting through them. Yeah. Number 9, where do you read? I pretty much read anywhere I can. So what I do a lot is audiobooks, because I commute to work. So on my way to and from work, I'll listen to an audiobook. I bought a Kindle because I feel that that's so much easier to transport. So I read on my lunch breaks, whenever I have time off work, or that my kids are like settled down, I'll read. I try to read now at least 15 minutes before bed. So that's where I read and when I read. Number 10 says, this is the last one. What kind of books do you like to read? So I feel that I try to be like open-minded and read all the genres, but what I love right now are memoirs, literary fiction, and that's pretty much my jam right now. I had mentioned in a previous video that I made, I read my first psychological thriller, The Silent Patient. I think I like that genre just from that book, but I don't want to claim it yet because I only read that 1 book. But possibly, definitely going to dig deeper into mysteries. And I used to be like a romance girl. Like I really loved romances, but the plot somehow always seems the same. I don't know, I'm getting bored of romance. So for now, you'll probably hear me reading a lot of literary fiction and memoirs. But that's all. These are all the questions. So I hope you come along on this journey so we could read some books together. We could talk about some books together. It'd be so much fun. And that's all. See you guys on the next one. Bye.